and today we're back for another round of the Cooper F1 team Creator Team Career Mode. Today we are here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and after a fantastic time last time out on our debut with a P6 and a P7, we're going to see what we can do this time out. So we're just looking through all our development updates of our drivers, and we're doing the training schedule for the pit stops. We're going to go towards the race weekend. Okay, so the ATR starts today. And we're just going to quickly remind ourselves. We're going to quickly remind ourselves what development parts we have for the car. And so yeah, we have the front and the rear wing. We're going to get into the race targets. So Piastri, we're going to go with a P7 or higher. And Hulkenberg, we're going to go P8 or higher. And without any further ado, we're going to get straight into the session.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're on the shores of the Red Sea in the shade of Jeddah's skyscrapers. This might be a dream setting, but as we know, in Formula One, not all dreams come true.
It's Ferrari who are currently ahead in the constructors' standings. And as the final round begins, what a season it's been.
The weekend begins here.
Okay guys, so we're going to go into practice, try and give ourselves the best chance for the weekend. We're going to send both drivers straight out onto the track. This beautiful car that we've created, the Cooper F1 team, beautiful blue and black.
Loud and clear. So radio check.
Loud and clear.
That's loud and clear.
And we like to get as many laps in as possible. Just to give us the best possible chance for the weekend. But it was very promising last time out in Bahrain. We had real pace through the first half of the race, with especially Hulkenberg, and then towards the end Piastri was finishing the race strong, but it was P6 and P7. But yeah, I feel like it's a very good place to start off. We were quicker than Mercedes in the first round. So yeah, definitely a good base point, and just with Ferrari, Red Bull and the one McLaren of Lando Norris.
And give us a balance check when you can.
It's not good.
Okay, copy.
Do you need any help with the balance at this stage?
It's a bit difficult to
We're
drive
bringing
at the moment.
both cars in.
Okay, understood.
And it's a good start for us. And I think we're going to go with that, guys, to start off with Hulkenberg. And let's see what we can do with Oscar. And we're going to go for that one on Piastri as well to see how he does. We're going to get them to head both back out onto the track. And we'll be able to go from there. So here goes Hulk out of the pit lane. And likewise with Piastri as well. Currently Lando Norris top with a 130.4. Good job by him, but looking at his teammate, he's not going very well at the moment. He's been nowhere near the pace in the first race, and here in the second race. So far in the first practice session, a second off.
And if you could give us a balance check.
It's okay.
Okay, copy.
How's the balance?
That's okay.
Yeah, copy.
And it's okay balances for both drivers. It's not great, but hopefully we'll be able to fine tune that. And we're going to see if we can improve our lap times now. And there we go with Hulk.
We are boxing this lap. Just have a look at the pit lane entry, please.
Yep.
Copy.
Optimal oversteer there, 61%. So we need to try and keep that the same while reducing everything else. Okay. Okay. So I think we're going to go with that, and the oversteer we need to try and get back in check. Right, so we're going to go with that one for Piastri.
Oscar, pit lap.
You stop on the marks, pre-start rev check, and then switch off.
And sending them out for the end of the session.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Yeah.
As we head to the end of practice 1.
So you've taken the flag.
And we come out of that a little bit unprepared. Going into the second session, we need to fine tune the perfect setup for us. And without any further ado, we're going to head straight back out with Piastri, and we're going to do the same with Nico as well. And yeah, going to send out Nico as well. I'm at top of the session as it stands. A 1:29.4 for Hulkenberg and a 1:29.7 for Oscar Piastri.
Give us a balance check.
It's much better.
Yeah, copy that.
Everything okay with the car? This lap, increase management.
Copy.
And now that's good to see from both of our drivers. We have a great setup leading us into qualifying. We're just going to leave them out on this one set for the whole session and then get a run on the softs in at the end, just to get a feel for how that's going. And we still top the session as it stands with 36 minutes left to go. %, on Oscar. Can we do anything else? Okay. And we're going to go with that now with Oscar. And with Nico, we have 80% also. And now we need to try and adjust the straights and the oversteer. Okay. And we're just nearly there. I feel like we might be there with Nico as well. And Nico's going to be sent out now on those medium tyres. And we're doing the same with Piastri now.
Tyres are on the cool side.
And we're calling in both cars to now put on the soft tyres for the last 20 minutes of the session.
You can box this lap.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and we're going to go on soft compound tyres. We're going to send out Piastri and he's going to absolutely bang them out.
Do your best on tyre warming.
And we're going to do the same with Hulkenberg as well, but we're going to push him harder on this set of tyres.
So we'll drop temp on the rears if you can.
Copy.
And Piastri's going to get it in before the end of the session, Hulkenberg won't. So we're going to see how it goes for these guys.
Tries to get a feel for the balance.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, understood.
I think we might have gone backwards in setup there.
So we have taken the flag.
And Hulkenberg tops practice 2 by 3/10 of a second. And the setup satisfaction not good for Piastri. There we go, highest setup. We're now back on 80% with, and we're just going to stick with 80% on Hulkenberg as well there, and we are going to go straight into qualifying for the Saudi GP.
Welcome to qualifying. Let's find out if all that practice will pay off for the drivers.
Jeddah's high-speed street circuit is rather prone to yellow and red flags during qualifying, as drivers and walls often meet. Strategists will be looking for the perfect gap, but need to make sure drivers get their lap in.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
We saw them set an impressive lap time in practice, so it's a great start as they move into qualifying. But as we all know, a good performance in practice doesn't guarantee success over the rest of the weekend.
Good point, Karun. Let's get on with qualifying.
And into qualifying we go, hoping to get top 7 again with both drivers. As we like to do often in Q1 is just have one run, so we don't use 2 sets of tyres. We only use the one, so that for Q2 and Q3 we can do 2 runs, and hopefully that will propel us up the order come Q3, the end of qualifying. So we'll go out with about 10ish minutes to go. We're going to go out with Hulkenberg first, followed by Oscar. And on board with Hulkenberg we will go.
Tyres are in good shape. No track clear ahead.
Good to go.
And now Hulkenberg on the run up to the line. Where will he slot in? P4.
P4. That's a good lap. So call the car and we'll box.
Yeah.
And it's P4 now for Oscar Piastri. Now it's P6 and 7. And that will be us for Q1. Any shock exits this time? I don't think so. And that is Q1 done. So, bottom 5 eliminated in that one is the 2 RBs, the 2 Alpines, Juan Manuel Correa of Haas and Zhou Guan Yu for Kick Sauber. Heading on towards Q2 now. This is where Leclerc got knocked out of qualifying in the last race, as well as Hamilton, so we will keep our eyes peeled to see if there are any upsets for this one. Hamilton out of the pits first, trying to make sure it doesn't happen to him again, how it happened last time. We're going to go out with Piastri and also with Hulkenberg. And we're going to go on board with Piastri. Purple middle sector for Piastri.
Didn't get out of the way. Yeah, saw that.
And up to the line, he beats Leclerc by 4/10
P1 for the moment.
of a second. And Piastri goes even quicker.
Box this lap.
Oh, sorry. And Hulkenberg, sorry, slots in there third. Sainz goes ahead.
So currently P3. That's a
Verstappen slots in there as well.
well for pit lane. Focus on your marks and switch off.
And we're now preparing our run on our fresh tyres. And we're all going together here for the last run of qualifying. We're going to get a lovely slipstream. And that is the gap so far. Verstappen in a commanding position. Norris currently the shock of qualifying if it stays like this. And it's an improvement for Piastri, but not for Hulkenberg. 32.3 compared to 32.8. Hulkenberg really not improving. And it's yellow for Piastri, yellow for Hulkenberg. Here we go, and we're calling Hulkenberg in, but we're going to finish the lap with Oscar Piastri, sorry, and it moves him up to P3 at the end there. And can you believe it? after in the last race, Lando Norris having an absolute blinder of a Bahrain Grand Prix. He is out of Q2. His brand new teammate in that McLaren team has knocked him out. Richard Verschoor in 6th place. Wow. And we thought there would be another shock exit after Leclerc and Hamilton last time out, but we have had another big shock coming into Q3. And Piastri and Hulkenberg both going to get slipstreams
So you're
here.
good to go.
Piastri on a 32.4, 32.5 for Hulkenberg. And it's solid first sector for both drivers. What about sector 2? It's a 27.4. Oh, 27.4 versus 27.4. So this is a good performance from both drivers so far on this lap. Both of them very even. As Oscar Piastri on the run down to the line. Where will he be versus Sainz? He's 6/10 away.
P2.
7/10 Hulkenberg.
Okay, so P3 at the moment. So we're happy with that lap.
And look at that,
Box,
everybody.
box, and call the car.
Everybody's miles off Sainz in the first run. Apart from Perez. Perez got very close. So surely you would say Verstappen would have a great chance. And we're going to wait it out now. And we're all going to go out once more, and this time we're out behind Verstappen to get the toe. Let's see how we do this time round. Flying lap at the end of the session. And it's an improvement for both drivers. That's fantastic. 32.3 versus 32.3. And that is marginally quicker from Nico Hulkenberg. This is going to be very tight. They're currently only split by 1/10 of a second. What about sector 2? So Oscar has done another 27.4, and it's a 27.4 for Hulkenberg as well, for Nico. So it's going to be very tight split just by the last sector. As we come in towards the last corner, where will Verstappen be as well? And there's Verstappen on the run to the line. Verstappen top in qualifying. Where will we be? And it's P4. And what about Hulkenberg? It's P4 and P5. And at the moment, we've jumped Leclerc. So let's see what Leclerc is able to manage on the run to the line. He pips us, and it's P5 and 6. I think, unless either of the last two can do something. Nope, and that is P5, P6. And with Lando Norris badly out of position, this is looking good for us to hopefully secure some big points. Richard Verschoor in 8th place, doing okay.
The drivers are getting ready here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights.
Jeddah Street Circuit certainly makes the high speeds of F1 racing a thrilling affair. But even a world champion can be caught out in between the narrow walls, just as Max Verstappen found out in 2021.
Jeddah Corniche circuit is hot and high-powered, demanding speed for the straights and a high grip level through corners that are tight to the barriers. Starting tyre choices will be crucial here, with teams ever mindful of opportunities that a safety car could give. It's race day, with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Okay, and we're looking at what the quickest potential strategy could be, and it is looking like soft to hard, but with the possibility of a potential safety car later in the race, we have plenty of softs still left to use.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And here's George Russell settling in for the race.
Starting in the top 10 is good, but they'll need to play the race really well to not lose places.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
And up to attack and deploy we go once more, and into helicam.
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
And it's a bad start for Richard Verschoor. He's being overtaken by Hamilton. Hamilton now up to 8th. Norris with a good start, gaining a place. And there goes Hulkenberg through on the inside of Piastri. Or is he? We're going to see. Nope. So for the moment, we're just going to say to Hulk, don't fight, teammate. But he could be done by Alonso here if he's not careful as well.
Okay.
And he's fended off Alonso. Well done there. And we're looking at Piastri now. Can he gain up on the 2 Ferraris ahead of him? It's 2 by 2 by 2 as we go. 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris ahead of 2 Coopers. Tyres are starting to get a little bit hot already. I think we might just reduce that down ever so slightly to
Just focus
start
on
off
bringing the
with.
tyre temperatures down.
Copy.
Cool the tyres.
Copy.
And we're keeping the tyres nice and cool. And we're right there behind Leclerc. We're keeping our tyres lovely and relaxed as it stands. And look at this, they're all 2 by 2 by 2, all within DRS range. Everyone's in DRS range currently, down to 16th.
Temps look good, so you can probably afford to push a little bit more.
Look at that.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Everyone trying,
Right ahead.
and we have more tyre wear than
Let's just
everyone at the
cook
moment.
tyres.
Copy.
Cool the tyres.
Copy.
Let's have a managed increase in pace at this point.
And we're right on the back of Verstappen. And Richard Verschoor in 7th position at the moment. He's doing well in his second race for the team. And it's still 2 by 2. Both Ferraris have now overtaken the Red Bulls.
Yep.
Just think about the management, if you can just increase it just a fraction.
Could be that.
And Ferrari have gone up the road, but we're looking to try and save some.
Keep on top of the tyres.
Yeah.
Straight into management.
Copy.
And here we are. Can we overtake Max Verstappen? Or will it be Perez? We're looking at Perez. Not quite, but we're line of stern. Still protecting our lovely tyres. Perez already 10% less tyre wear than what we have.
Let's push. Less of a lift.
Yeah.
Driving clean air.
Straight to lift off.
Copy.
Try to cool the car as best you can.
Copy.
Try and increase the car cooling a little bit more.
Copy.
And Perez keeps holding us off. There's not much we can do at the moment. And there we go, we hold on now, and Piastri's going to be told to push on for a lap.
Come on, mate.
Copy.
But
Focus on
Perez is
cooling
right
the tyres.
back again.
Copy.
Cool the tyres.
Copy.
Car is up. So just watch out for any debris here in this section.
Zhou Guan Yu crashed.
Just need to make sure keep these tyres in good
And
nick.
again, we're right there. It looks like P4's on the cards today. But Lando Norris trying to get his teammate.
Nice.
Atta boy.
And we've broken away from Perez now. And Norris is coming
Picking up the pace.
for these guys.
And you have overtake available.
Copy.
Two McLaren still fighting, but look, he's already gone.
Gone fast, mate.
You're doing a great job here. P5. Piastri car ahead now. Gap at 2.3 now.
Looks like quite a big accident, yeah. Might be debris on the run to 11 here.
And don't fight teammate now.
Increase in lifting coast just a little.
Yeah, copy that. Okay, copy. Copy.
Norris ahead of you.
And Richard Verschoor is now liking this team. In 7th, he's running very competitive, but Perez 8th.
Gap 0.9. can pick up the pace a little bit for the moment.
He was struggling to keep up with this pace.
Got every chance here. They got Piastri car behind.
And we're still very much in this one. We're maintaining the gap to Lando, and we're going to go back through. And we've dropped for sure now. These three are in the runaway for 4th, 5th and 6th.
Okay, copy.
Pick up the pace.
Press and hold the overtake.
Yep.
Cool the tyres.
Copy.
So caution on the battery.
Yep. Copy.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Yes.
And it looks like at the moment could be 5th and 6th. What tyre is Perez on? He's on the hard already. Norris is on mediums.
Copy. Copy.
We'll drop back to normal pace now.
Copy that.
And Piastri's come through.
Free to push.
Yeah. Copy.
So we're ready for you.
Yep.
So you can pick up the pace. So let's get after it.
And we're going to pit stop Piastri on the next lap.
Okay, box and pick confirm.
Copy. Box.
In comes Piastri, and in will come Hulkenberg on the next lap.
So box.
2.7.
We'll be close at pit out.
And can we get Perez? We just about do, but we need to fire the
Currently
tyres
P10.
up immediately.
Gap 8.3. Car behind Checo.
And we're behind Perez, but we're still in the DRS, and we do have 13% more tyres at this point in the race.
The barriers. Could be a lot of debris here.
2.6 from Nico.
Copy.
Look after the tyres.
Yeah.
So currently P11. You've got Piastri car ahead now. Gap at 2.6. gap 2.8.
Don't stress. Prep ourselves for a push. Pick up the pace a bit. Let's try to get the deck down on this set.
Yeah, copy. And think about left lifting coast.
Copy.
And Richard Vershaw is on softs. It looks like he's doing a 2-stop strategy. Looks like so might Verstappen and Leclerc as well.
Tyre temps that do look good.
Yeah.
Just think
And
about lifting
Vershaw's on a
coast efficiency.
2-stop.
Yep.
Currently down in P12. Just Magnussen, the car behind.
And this is a crucial point for us in the
So
race.
drop the temp on the rears if you can.
We are
Yep,
trying to
copy.
beat Lando Norris in this race. We're currently 23 seconds behind him.
You can cancel or reduce lift-off where possible.
Copy.
Just push it.
Stroll's in the pit lane.
Increase lift-off as well, please.
Copy.
Need to introduce a small amount of lifting coast.
Yep.
And we're in there now with the two Mercedes at the halfway stage of the Grand Prix.
Pick up the pace a little bit from here.
And we'll push.
And we're pushing on
Overtake
past
is
Russell.
available. Overtake available.
Copy.
And he's outside of a second already. That was an important move for the race.
Don't destroy the tyres too quickly.
Perez has 20% more tyre, 20% less tyres.
We do not require any fuel liftoff.
Yep. Copy.
And Richard for sure has to stop again, and he's not yet overtaken us. So we should still be on course to beat him in this race. We've got
Could you double
Hulkenberg.
your liftoff, please?
Copy.
We've got Hulkenberg trying to gain in towards Hamilton. We're going to use some.
And we can drop the lifting coast for now. We'll make it up later.
We're going to use some engine mode. And we're in the DRS now of Hamilton.
And just
Coming
need a
onto the
little
front
more lift
straight.
and coast.
Yeah.
And let's push.
And we're going to overtake Hamilton now for P8. And past Hamilton we go with Nico Hulkenberg. That now brings us up into P6 and P8. Fantastic overtake. And we will now push on, and he is out of the DRS range. So that is fantastic.
Just keep trying to drop temp if you can.
Copy.
And for sure is dragging us closer to Sergio Perez, and also Lando Norris now losing a lot of time on his tyres.
.5. Full concentration, anything can happen still.
And we're now only 2.1 away.
Just keep it sensible on the tyre.
Copy.
You can lean on them a bit more.
3 seconds away from Perez as it stands.
For info, we are not fuel limited. We are not fuel limited. Yep.
And here comes Piastri up the inside of Richard Verschoor. And this is a much better showing here from the McLaren second driver.
Keep trying. Let's have a lift off.
Yeah. Copy. Copy. Copy.
And pops open the DRS, and we're catching up Perez once more. And yep, that is how it's going. So Leclerc, maybe Sainz, Perez and Verschoor all stopping again. We're on the one stop. How is this going to work? And Verstappen comes out just ahead of Norris. So, and Norris has
Gap
stopped.
at 2.8.
And Norris is ahead of us.
We'll get back.
Fastest lap for Lando. And we're still maintaining P7 and 8 behind Verschoor. When's he going to come in for his pit stop? He's down below 50%.
Get behind. 2 seconds. Come on, mate. Okay, crack on. Gap behind at 1.5.
and we've stayed ahead. This could be crucial now for us. We're 2.3 back from Perez, but he will need to stop for softs. So it'll be about holding P5 and P6. It's one position better each than we achieved last race.
How the tyres?
Tyre feels okay.
Try to cool the car as best you can.
Copy. Just maximise that car cooling.
Copy.
And Verschoor's finally in. Hulkenberg has the DRS, and that will keep him in DRS with his teammate Piastri, and now both of them are looking at Perez with 15 laps to go. 25% more tyre wear, so you'd expect Perez to either have to really save his tyres or come in for a late stop for softs.
Gap at 2 seconds. You've got the margin to push.
And we're keeping it within
Back it out, back it out.
within a second. We're the ones with the DRS as well, so we're going to be pulling away all the way down this straight.
Temps look good, so you can probably afford to push a little bit more. And think about less lifting coast.
Yep.
Just need to stay on top of the lifting coast.
Yep.
Bring you
30% less tyre wear.
Copy.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. Gap behind 2.1. Don't stress.
And we're still on the fight with Perez, Piastri, with 10 laps to go. Surely Perez has to come in soon. But it won't be this lap, and he's got 32% to go with 10 laps. He's not making it. And we're right on the back of Perez again. What a shock. And it's 10 laps to go. The laps are ticking off. If he would have pitted 5 laps ago, he might have potentially caught us. Eh? I did not see that one that Hulk's talking about.
Piastri car ahead now. Gap at 0.8. Keep plugging away.
And we're round the outside of Perez.
Copy.
And Perez still not in. 28%. He's running the risk of a puncture at this point. He's definitely not going 10 laps on those tyres.
Copy.
At this point in the race, we wouldn't mind a Perez puncher and a potential safety car. We can get onto some late softs. And Perez now down to 7th. I don't know what this strategy is that he's on.
Just increase liftoff.
It's really not working.
Perez in the pit lane.
Perez finally pits with his absolutely shattered tyres, and with 8 laps to go, he's not catching us. He's going to be at least 20 seconds behind.
You've got Piastri, who's car ahead now. Gap at 1.4. So head down now. Just remember, overtake is available.
Copy.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Copy.
6 laps remaining. 6 laps.
Yep. Copy.
And we can drop the lift and coast for now, we'll make it up later.
And we're maintaining the gap to Richard Verschaw at the moment. He was the big danger, and it looks like we are going to stay ahead of him.
Increase at liftoff.
Yep. Copy.
This one is a big margin though. We are 37 seconds off the top 3. It's not quite going to go our favour.
The tires gone off a little bit.
And these two are very, very close in ability. We picked 2 very good drivers, Piastri and Hülkenberg, after what is just 49 laps, have only 1.7 seconds between them. That is astonishing. And now we're gonna push them for the last 2 laps.
Push.
Yep.
And it's Hülkenberg versus Piastri. On now the last lap. Our drivers are being allowed to push.
Okay, you've got blues ahead for Gasly.
And it's a 1 lap showdown between these 2 drivers.
You are doing a good job managing all your tyres.
Yep. Copy.
And a last lap showdown between Piastri and Hülkenberg. Who's going to be the victor? We're going to put both on deploy ERS.
Copy.
And he's going to go down the inside, Hülkenberg, and he takes the place away from Piastri on the final lap of the race. It's extraordinary scenes. Piastri now. He's so close to the finish.
Norris wins it. He's first over the line.
Lando Norris wins the race, but who will win the inter-team battle today? And here he comes, but Hülkenberg's cut him off. So going down to the last straight now, who's going to pick up P5?
Yeah, copy that.
And by 0.3 of a second, it's Nico Hülkenberg to beat
We have checkered
Piastri.
flag now. So it's P5. Well done.
Not too bad. Thank you.
So you'll be coming into the pit lane.
Okay, that's the checkered flag. That's P6. Gave it your all, mate.
Yeah. I think a few missed opportunities. Thank you very much.
Plenty of pickup on the way in as well, please, mate.
And after the checkered flag has flown, there's Nico Hulkenberg.
A 5th place finish ensures they're taking away a fair few points from this one.
Lando Norris certainly loves a podium, heading up there now to celebrate again.
Their first win in Formula One, and hopefully a bright future lies ahead of them.
And finally now the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They didn't do too badly today. A pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
Okay then, and a big thank you to everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
And there you go, everyone. So Nico Hulkenberg, P5 for us in a nail-biting last lap showdown with his teammate Oscar Piastri, getting the better of him by only 0.2 of a second. So that is fantastic that we have two very close drivers going neck and neck. Hulkenberg, as you can see, up to 5th in the standings, and Piastri is 7th in the standings, joint with Sergio Perez. As you can see as well, McLaren have overtaken Red Bull in the constructors. Ferrari way out in front, and we sit there in 4th place, a little bit behind Red Bull but way out ahead of Mercedes as it stands. And we have now dropped down to 9th place in the DHL fastest pit stop competition, but we do get a healthy bonus of $620k. So let's hope we can put that to good use. Okay, our car underperforms on the low speed. Let's have a quick look, guys, at the car park development. Okay, so that is going to be with us shortly for the wings, and then we'll have an improvement on the car. Yep, so we're now going to have the design in. We'll be able to start manufacturing. Okay, so we see here the facilities are the biggest issues with the drivers at this period in time. So we're upgrading these, but we have 8 million left. So we are, oh, not even built. Oh no, that is terrible. Right, so we're going to make sure these get built. Oh, and they're not built as well. Okay, right, so good thing we had a look at this page. We're going to build the team hub, the race simulator. Also going to build we're going to upgrade the boardroom. We're also going to build the hospitality area, the helipad, the tour centre, and finally the memorabilia room. We need to have all of these rooms here, so we're constructing all of those and upgrading the factory, wind tunnel and suspension simulator as we go about our business. Design centre improvement, we're going to approve that budget as well, so without any further ado we'll get that done. The design also complete on the front and rear wing now as well, so we're going to make sure that we have plenty of those, and we're going to rush those to come as soon as possible. And we're going to do that as well. And for the moment we're going to rush just 2 of the rear wing, and as we get some more funding we'll be able to do more of the rear wing. The helipad is now complete, the memorabilia room. Okay, right, so that is perfect. So we now have the front wing to install on both cars, as well as the rear wing on both cars for the next Grand Prix in Albert Park. Okay, and we are here now at the Australian Grand Prix. Let's have a look at the mentality hub. We've got all 9 of them enthusiastic. Enrico Balbo, the biggest issue is the drivers at this point in time. Okay, so got 2 years left on the Hulkenberg contract. I'm happy with the drivers, it says here, for these 2 guys. So we will also just quickly get the scouts to scout a potential replacement. So who could we possibly bring in? Fernando Alonso, potentially we could get him. Could potentially get in one of these guys, but I think we need a proven driver here in Formula 1. Maybe to go for this man, Lewis Hamilton, to team him up with Bono. But that is all for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one in Albert Park, Australia. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care and peace.